Hello, I'm Father Jim Kubicki. I'm the president of St. Francis Mission on the Rosebud Reservation in western South Dakota. And this year we've been able to accomplish many beautiful things. I've been here since July 29th, and I've been able to see the hardworking staff in action. And I'd like you to meet them now and to hear some of the stories that they have to tell about the wonderful work they've been able to accomplish because of your prayerful and financial support for St. Francis Mission.
Well, in the recovery program, one of the highlights that we're working with right now, I mean, it's a continuous working relationship, is with the adult jail here on the Rosebud Reservation. And I think that I believe going into the jail is really, with the educational components that we have, are really making a huge difference in people's lives, as far as giving them a chance to really show what gifts they have within themselves, because they are in the process of cleaning, getting themselves clean and sober. And it's been actually healthy for them, because the gifts that they carry, actually, they shine out there. And through, like, our one in particular is our art therapy component. One of the individuals, he really did benefit from our art therapy, as far as finding out where he was really at in his sobriety or his recovery, getting clean from drinking and drugs. That was one of the huge highlights for me, to be able to be a part of that recovery as we went into the jail every week to bring these educational components to them. And they all involve drugs and alcohol, and really giving that person the time to think about their lives and to talk about it, and not, just to be there with them, to walk with them while they're healing. So that's been a huge highlight. One of the huge highlights. Another one is going to be the spiritual component that's included in our program. And I've been taking quite a bit of Bibles into the adult jail, and I guess I didn't expect that response for taking a Bible. I think I took only a couple of Bibles into the into the adult jail that day, because we're only in there for 4 hours, so we make really good use of that time. So taking in a couple of Bibles, and I just asked, the inmates, would anyone like a Bible? And all these hands go up, and I didn't have enough Bibles. And that was, that showed me how much, I know they're in jail, I know they're incarcerated, but, being able to be a part of their spiritual awakening, because a lot of them did respond with, I never leaned on my spiritual beliefs or anything, because they were into the drugs and alcohol, and they just put that pretty much on a back burner for years, and gave up on it. So to be able to be a part of their spiritual awakening and what was going on in their minds, that was a highlight for me too, in working in recovery in the adult jail. We are doing the Betty Ford curriculum. It's not, we developed it in some ways. It's not, the exact information, but we did develop the information in a way that fits the reservation style of living, with some of the resources that we have and what is happening here through through the drugs and alcohol. Like meth. Meth is one of a huge challenge that we face here on the reservation right now. Or this through 2017, it's been so much worse. Well, as far as looking at it in the past, we didn't hear very much about meth. We did hear about alcohol and how the negative effects were taking a toll on a lot of families here on the reservation. We're going into the adult jail. I mean, you hear like the continuous DUIs or something to do with the drinking. Now it's not much as far as hearing about the drinking. It's hearing about the meth and individuals who have suffered consequences of even their appearance of meth, how it's affected them, not only physically by their physical appearance, but mentally, and still taking away that individual from the families, similar to the alcohol. But the meth is like in a more, the process is more quicker than the alcohol. So seeing those effects within the inmates too, or not even just the inmates, people in general and out in the communities, hearing that they are, under the influence of meth, just seeing their physical appearance, it was not a gradual effect. It was like an immediate effect on these people, and seeing the consequences that their families were going through was just, it was just like happened so quickly. So that's the difference I see from the negative consequences of alcohol, and now seeing the meth on the rise on the Rosebud, and how it's been, the difference is so, it's much quicker than what alcohol has been doing to many families. The alcohol, it's here, but it's like it's basically being, it's more a slow, gradual process with the alcohol. But now with meth, you can just see the devastating effects that it has immediately on many people. So that's what I'm noticing with alcohol versus meth. But still being a negative effect on families from both of the alcohol and meth. Going into the jail is new for us. We're learning just as they are, of what kind of information we provide, what are we taking in there, learning about how much time we can spend with these in the jail with these inmates. I think every day we learn something new going out there, and another part of that is not. I'm meeting a lot of new people, and being able to, because we're going into the jail, I also see them out in the community after they get out of jail. So being able to be there to provide support, continued support for them when they're out in the community, all of that is new to us, because I never really expected, any of the people who are in jail to want to be recognized out in the community, but they come right up to us, and very grateful for that we go in there and shared our drug and alcohol information, but they're very open to that. So with every person it's different. It's just all been a real new journey. Everything is always, it's new to me too, so I'm learning something every day not only going in there, but I've also developed or collaborated with different people, like our local Indian Health Service Behavioral Department, being able to collaborate with them and work more with them as far as bringing support to therapy, group therapy support to people on the reservation. And to be able to provide that type of support. So that's new to me, and just I've been learning a lot through all of that. But I do know that our people need support, and so learning everything I can so that I can share this with our people on the Rosewood Reservation.